Hey everyone, this is Pharaoh Silver, the Pharaoh of Beer Money Finance, and this is the second Summer of Atlas video, a comprehensive guide to Atlas Earth. Now, Atlas Earth, the game rewards app hybrid that it is, really isn't that difficult when you take things piece by piece, and that is what we will be doing in future videos. The video, this one anyway, is going to be mainly a fire hosing of all the basics you need to get yourself to 40 parcels. So if you did what I said in the first video, you should now be at 3 parcels, or it is the last few days of a month. For this video, I'm going to show you, the free-to-play or pay-as-you-go player, what you need to do to get to 40 parcels. Why 40 parcels? The video after the next will be on badges, and for me to talk about it, I need you to get to a place that these things will actually matter to you. First off, if you haven't put the referral code down yet, go ahead and do so now before you buy the next 2 parcels to get you to 3. Go to your profile pic. Then to get to the settings, your profile settings that is, go to the gear button. And after your referral code is placed, you should see this meter. You might have to scroll down a little bit though. For each parcel that is bought, it will fill up 1 square. On the 10th parcel, you will receive an additional 200 Atlas bucks. Now, I did use the referral code by the person who is going to be the new community manager for Atlas Reality. Yes, that's right. I actually do know. I have been in talks with the new community manager for Atlas Earth, and all of you will find out in a few weeks, but I'm not at liberty to say who as of right now. I'm sure if you're watching this in the future, though, you can say who it is in the comment section below. But before you do, don't forget to subscribe to Beer Money Engine for more Atlas Earth and other Beer Money and Rewards app videos. Okay, so let's now start talking about actually making Atlas bucks, and all the different ways you can do that, leading to our next video on minigames. Let's start by reviewing a couple ways we already know from the previous video with ads. On the shop tab, scroll down to where you can buy parcel packages and select the red tab that looks like a blue YouTube button and let the ad run. You will earn 2 Atlas bucks in the US for every ad you watch and 1 Atlas buck outside of the US. The reason for the disparity, as mentioned in the previous video, is advertising revenue in the United States is much more valuable, and it results in more Atlas bucks as a result, because the US loves to spend money. Now, as to answer how long you need to look at the ads, no, you don't have to look at the entire ad. It simply has to play on your phone. You only have to watch when you press the button and when you press the X or multiple X's. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you just how long I watched this one ad right now, cutting out the parts that I missed here. And done. There you go, 2 Atlas bucks. Now, the second way to earn Atlas bucks is to pick up your free Atlas bucks on your daily login, once you've hit 3 parcels. On the main screen, there should be a green button on the left with what looks like a calendar. Go ahead and tap that. Don't worry about the right side for right now. That is for Explorer Club members only, and that costs $50 a month or $45 a month roughly for the annual Explorer Club subscription monthly pro rata. What you're worried about, though, is on the left side. There should be an option to collect 1 Atlas buck, so go ahead and click on it, and you will get your Atlas buck for the day. This resets at midnight local time every day on the time zone you first signed up for this app. So come back each day to pick up your bonus. You will also get landmark bonuses on days 7, 14, 30, 60, and 90. You get 8 Atlas bucks on day 7, 25 on day 14, 50 on day 30, 80 on day 60, and 200 on day 90. If you keep the streak up for 90 days, this is a grand total of 448 free Atlas bucks over 90 days, about 4.5 free parcels, and this does not change globally. And for no effort, so be sure to check back each day. The next way is with these diamonds. Now, to pick one of these diamonds up, you have to make sure it is in your range to acquire items. What is the range? It is this white circle you see when you zoom out. So if you zoom out, you'll see this big white circle here. It's this kind of range that you can actually pick things up, and you can pick up any diamonds from this area. Once a diamond is inside your range, go ahead and tap on the diamond and you will acquire said diamond. Now, they are not worth any Atlas bucks on their own, but they will be used for a wheel that you can use. We'll get to that in a bit. Now, there are going to be times where diamonds are going to be sparse and you won't have the ability to gather diamonds. Thankfully for you, if you did everything I said up to this point and Atlas Reality hasn't changed their objectives, you should have a starter pack kind of waiting for you in the challenges section on the left. There should be a purple button that looks like a clipboard. It says challenges. If it does not, it should just be a purple button with a clipboard. Go ahead and click on it. Now, if everything is correct, you should see the 2 green flashing buttons on the left that says 5 Atlas Bucks and 6 diamonds. Go ahead and tap both of these and you got yourself 6 diamonds. Now, the reason for this is because with challenges, one of the objectives at the start of each month is to purchase 1 parcel. This 1 parcel is worth 40 challenge points, which gets you through the first 2 hurdles of the challenges, and it provides a handy starter pack for the newbie long as it's in the same month. And that's why I had to leave the last 2 to 3 days exception in the first video. You're welcome. We'll give challenges their own video in the next video, but right now let's get to the wheel. Let's close out of challenges and go to the events tab. That's in the second to the last one, and select the spin button in the diamond hunt. Now you'll be allowed to use up to 5 of your diamonds on spins in a day. 3 of them will be free, and 2 will also require watching an ad. All you gotta do is just spin, and you will receive either Atlas Bucks or your diamond back. Now let's talk math. The spin wheel isn't random in a pure sense. Each wedge actually has different odds. So you're going to go ahead and tap the question mark to see these odds for probabilities. Now you're looking at about a 1 in 8 chance of no Atlas Bucks, but you will get your diamond back. A 1 in 2 chance of 1 Atlas Buck, 1 in 3 of 2 Atlas Bucks, 1 in 25 of 6 Atlas Bucks, 1 in 50 gets you 8 Atlas Bucks, 1 in 100 of 15 Atlas Bucks, and a 1 in 200 chance of the 50 Atlas Buck jackpot according to Atlas Reality. Now, by my calculations, I had to replace the 1 in 3 with the 2 Atlas Bucks with 3 in 10 because that made the probabilities actually add up to 100%. And doing that, I did the expected value, and you can find the video on expected value here on this channel if you need more information on that, to be about 1.9 Atlas Bucks per spin. That means excluding diamond returns, each diamond is worth about 2.17 Atlas Bucks. Some people do report lower returns though, as low as 1.6 Atlas Bucks per spin. However, your mileage may vary. Quick note, this also resets at midnight local time based on when you first installed the app. Now, this doesn't matter too much if you live in a rural or urban area. Diamonds seem to be roughly the same density regardless of area. I think the density might be a tad lower though in rural areas, at least from my personal findings, but not in any way that was too noticeable. Whenever we go on trips on the interstate or we have to detour on the US 29 or US 1 to DC, we don't see too much of a difference. Either, we're in downtown or on an open field. I just managed to pick up around a little over 1 diamond every mile of travel on average. However, if you are driving, please, for the love of God, do not drive and collect diamonds at the same time. It really is not worth it. Now let's go to the offer wall section. Down at the bottom, first, let's go to surveys. So below the ad watching, you should see Atlas surveys somewhere amongst this list of 4. Here you can fill out surveys from their survey farm provider, CPX Research, and you can earn as much as 100 Atlas Bucks per survey, though 95% of them will net you under 20. On Wednesdays, you can receive a 20% boost on surveys earned as well, so Wednesdays are usually the best time to earn with surveys. They're long and they don't net you much, but you might want to consider trying a couple anyway, especially for the monthly challenges, which, as I mentioned, we're going to get to in the next video. Next is the Atlas Arcade. So it should be a bit above the Atlas surveys. Go ahead and click it. If you have Atlas apps, go ahead and go above the Atlas apps as well. We'll get to that in a little bit, and you'll get offers to play games for Atlas Bucks. Playtime is the provider for this, and for Android newbies, you're likely going to be given games where you can earn Atlas Bucks based off of time played. Lucky you. But most, including all iOS users, will get Atlas Bucks based off landmark achievements. Every other weekend, they have a 50% boost on Atlas Bucks earned from these games. Some of you should also see an Atlas Apps button as well. Most of you should see it at this point. I don't see it on mine at the moment. Oh, actually, I do now. And it's the same as Atlas Arcade, except they are offers to download apps or pay for subscriptions to services, and you earn Atlas Bucks in return for them. This is rather new as of this video, and I do not know if there are any boosts involved with it or not. And a fourth button for players living in the United States is Atlas Travel. Tap that button in the bottom, and you get something very similar to something you would see on Expedia or any of those travel websites. This is hotel only. I think they recently did add like tickets for like amusement parks as well, but you're not going to find any flights here still. So you can earn Atlas Bucks by staying in hotels and getting great deals on said hotels. Fair warning though, the better the value, the less Atlas Bucks you will likely earn. It is very much demand driven, and the pattern that I see on Atlas Travel is that the higher the rating and the cheaper the price, the less Atlas Bucks I earn. Case in point, I managed to pick up a 3-star resort, one of these like regular rooms, non-refundable, for $97 a night in Crystal City, Virginia, just a couple miles off of the DC border. That is insane. Needless to say, the amount of Atlas Bucks that I earned wasn't that much. It was only about 106. Whereas if I had gotten something for like $400 a night, I probably could have picked up something closer to 1,000 Atlas Bucks. So, there's a little bit of give and take there. However, I will say that I have gotten the best deals from Atlas Travel out of pretty much anywhere that I've seen, outside of maybe some surprise thing from Priceline. Finally, at the very top for players living in the United States is the AMP program. Tap that button and you should get a prompt about inputting your credit card. If not, I'll show you where to place your credit or debit card in order to get cash back in a moment. All you have to do to earn cash back on this program is use your Visa or MasterCard on any of these apps. If you're not prompted right away for a credit card or a debit card number, go to the profile pic on the top right and tap it, then select Manage Cards. Then on Manage Cards, you're going to click Connect a Card. Now here, go ahead and link your Visa or MasterCard by putting down your number, clicking the checkbox, and then tapping Submit. Make sure you got it correct though, or you will not get credited. Also make sure that another account does not use it. So basically, if you and your significant other are using the same credit card and she's using the credit card for the AMP program, you will not be able to use it. Back on the main AMP screen, you will see several options available. I recommend looking at Nearby to see what places you have available that you might be interested in. That's the second tab in the bottom. Most of the small business offers will be 1 Atlas Buck per dollar, spent with exceptions. None are higher than 4 Atlas Bucks per dollar spent outside of, I believe, the 6 Atlas Bucks a dollar for the Atlas Earth store. So if you go to Annie Ann's Pretzels, for example, and spend $20, you will receive 60 Atlas Bucks or 3 Atlas Bucks per dollar spent. They do round to the nearest Atlas Buck as well, so $20.35 will be 61 Atlas Bucks, not 60. There are also vendors available online as well. Most are also 1 Atlas Buck per dollar spent, except as I mentioned, the Atlas Earth merch store being at 6 Atlas Bucks per dollar. There is also, if you're into trading cards, a 3 Atlas Buck a dollar offer from the vendor Rainbow Ultra, who actually plays this game as well and is a Pokemon trading card vendor. The AMP program is currently only available for users in the United States, though they are planning on other selected countries in the future. Once in a while, you will also receive a multiplier bonus on your purchases. It used to be monthly, but we assume nowadays it'll be like once or twice a year now going forward. As of this video, I am unsure if we're still going to have that 5x Black Friday special. And finally, this is for pay-as-you-go players only. Once you get your first dollar with Atlas Earth, and it's going to come sooner than you think, you can reinvest that into Atlas Bucks. To do that, tap your balance at the top, and then click Atlas Bucks. Here you can transfer your dollars into Atlas Bucks at a conversion of $1 per 25 Atlas Bucks. At the last weekend of each month, this conversion increases to 33 Atlas Bucks. And during the end of the year, it's 40 Atlas Bucks to $1. All of these ways to earn Atlas Bucks are also in the challenges we talked about earlier, which we're going to talk about alongside minigames in the next video, since they are so interconnected now. If you're wondering how long it'll take you to get to $1, answer to that is honestly not very long at all, and I would say within the first 2 to 3 weeks. You'd be surprised how much these parcels add up. Alright everyone, that's the video. At this point, I gave you just about everything you need to get to 4,000 Atlas Bucks. Well, technically 3,500 Atlas Bucks from here, since you're going to get 200 more from a referral, and you've already made 300. By the way, don't forget to boost, and keep boosting. Boost Tier video is coming soon. Now, in the next video, we need to get to talking about the challenges and the minigames together, so I'm going to put them in the same video. The following one is going to be on badges and the passport. And finally, we are going to be looking at the boost tiers as we head away from the early game. So with that, everyone, if you like this video, please give it a like. I'm going for 500 likes on this one. Comment where you are at with Atlas Earth, and don't forget to subscribe to Beer Money Engine for more Atlas Earth related content and other Beer Money reward apps throughout the year. Also, a special thanks to my patrons as well. I'm Pharaoh Silver, signing off. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.